Hi folks, we're back with our project for Thanksgiving. We were working on the front of this, but at the same time I think we need to start working on the back portion of it. And what I did was I established where that brim goes for this particular piece. And it can be a little bigger out here because if we're going to have things sticking out, we'll probably need that room to put the stems and things like that. So let's start with this. I'm going to go ahead and chop from the center. We're going to chop it towards the top here, just like so. Wow, this was super. They all could cut that easily. Oh my goodness, that's super. Okay, so we're just going to go to this portion right here. I kind of outlined it a little bit how far over we've got to go. Alright, so we just want to super. Alright, and we're going to take this top portion and we're going to lean it over. We're going to just keep cutting it out a little bit. Okay, we're chipping some of it out, but that's okay. We're just going to establish where that horn's going to go. Alright, we're going to just chop some more off right here. I didn't wet it with anything as far as the alcohol and water like I normally do. It's just the way it's working for me. Alright, we're just going to... Alright, let's leave it just like that for now. Alright, and that's towards the center, okay? You don't want to put this thing on, you can just have it coming straight up and over, but I like to have a little bit of a curvature there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start chopping this portion here out. Oops, let's go the other way. Might be a little bit safer to go. And we're just going to take some of this out here. Alright. If you had a little longer blade, it's kind of nice too. It reaches over a little further. It might be nice if you're having a hard time getting all the way across. Okay. See how we have this going underneath and this coming over and coming across. So you kind of just have to eyeball it and kind of figure it on your own and see if you can see what I'm doing. See, it's going from an angle here. So what we need to do is we need to chop some more of this out. I'm trying to leave this corner alone, this top portion on the left side looking from the back. I'm trying to leave that free. I'm trying not to cut any of that off right now. I'm just going to try to generally shape it up to where I want it to go. Okay. Alright, now this is going to be a little tough in here to get. If you want to leave the horn a little bit up, straight up, you can do that too. I had a little bit of a curvature to it. So I'm just going to start trimming a little bit of this off. Alright, just like so. And I'm going to take a little bit off here. I might have to use a gouge to get in there a little bit. I'm going to try not to. I'm going to try to use the tip of the knife or use a smaller knife a little bit later on. I love my Rough Rider that I've sharpened and revamped on my own. Gene made a very interesting thing about choosing a knife for a beginner. It's very important to get a good knife. You know, it does pay to put some money into that. instead of struggling and trying to. We're going to round this off a little bit too here on the bottom. We're just generally shaping it, so what we're going to do is we're just going to try to shape this up just a tad here. We're just going to take a little bit of this off. Kind of try to have the same distance from the line over. But as I was saying, Jean really is absolutely right in saying that you need to pick a good knife, especially if you're a beginner. It's important to do. We all have our favorite knives that we work with and enjoy working with. So what we're going to do is we're going to round off at the top here. We're just going to start shaping it a little bit. Alright. Now this is going to come out right here because that will go underneath there a little bit more. Let's just see how I'm going from one side to the other and meeting it there in the center. That's one way of doing corners or little curvatures that are too small for the knife to go through, sweep through. Alright, we're still shaping this up. Like I said, I haven't done one of these before, so I'm learning right along with you here. Okay, so you see how we have that leaning over, and we're just going to keep chopping some more of this off here. I want that really to look like it's over far, so I'm just going to go ahead and start chopping some of this out here. And you'll see, you'll get a feel of it when you look at it. Yeah, this looks like it has to be removed, and you know, assessing it, you're going to assess it a lot when you carve. You know, you're constantly going to stop carving and take a look at it, see if things are looking kind of even or in the direction you want to go. And that just comes from doing it, folks. It's not something you can really teach someone. You can teach people a lot, don't get me wrong. It's just you have to have an eye for it. You have to have kind of the feel to know if it's too rounded or not. You know, if this is going in the direction and you're going to stop, you're going to look at it, and you may have to flip it over, and you work from side to side, you know, to keep things even for sure. Okay, so we're almost done with this portion of the video. We'll be right back.